right, gentlemen. Too bad we're already recording.
Oh, okay.
All right, gentlemen, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and start with a recap. Tonight we are going to have a little change in things because Sam is not available, so Noah will be playing two characters because you guys need them both.
Joy.
Let me go ahead and start with the recap. Most importantly, a bit of housekeeping. Since we last met, I sent out a request looking into the XP system, showing you what the system has and providing two alternate options. First, it was keeping with the calculations, just making a bit more even. The second is a DM discretion. Of the three options, the 100% buy-in vote was transitioned to my discretion when it comes to the leveling. This option will greatly ease the burden of XP awarding and tracking across all channels. Now, there are other things that will be taking place due to a few of the last games and perceived engagement, but those are for me to roll out as I see fit. With the housekeeping stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and move on. When last we met, your party had finally found their way to Phandeliver. Your benefactor Gundren is still missing, and his counterpart, whom you rescued from a Linstonian fate, is in a noted position in the town due to his position with the Lord's Alliance. You also discovered that this sleepy mining town has been rebuilt in the last few decades on top of the foundation of the same town from many years ago. The townsfolk are again being oppressed by a band of ruffians called the Red Braves. A melding of goblins working for the Black Spider and humans working for Glassstaff, they have been wreaking havoc on this town. You've been informed that the Red Braves dress indiscriminately, except being a red sash tied around their waist, and for the goblins, a red braid feather as an earring. After delivering the cart of supplies to Barth's Provisions and a strange, decisive move, you split your party on multiple occasions in order to get your bearings. Surprisingly, this is the one of the few times, if ever, that such an action was beneficial, meaning that no one died. However, as in all things, there was a downside. You now seem inundated with things people would like for you to do. Guess that's part of being the new guys. Your party has collected 8 quests that you have taken under advisement. For clarity and tracking, I'm providing a copy of what you have thus far. You guys can turn over that paper.
Sweet. Done.
So what you have in front of you is a quest log. It has a lot of the information on it that Noah already had and that I had, and I added a little bit of stuff in there that may have been left out. So you guys can kind of track what all you guys have been asked to do and decide what directions you want to go.
Great. This is awesome.
Now, it is a new day, and you are all fully rested. This is where I get to come in.
Kill us.
The dew hangs heavy over the town as the sun rises over the trees. The sounds and smells of the beginning of a new day surround your party's encampment near the stream of Eldermass Orchard. From the southeast, you can see an older half-elf accompanied by your companion, Slider, making their way towards you with a small donkey cart. Even from you can laugh, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Even from this distance, you can see that there is some emotional weight bearing down on these two men. Behind them, you can see the smoke from breakfast fires rising into the heavy, still air from the town. Further, the clouds are rebutting the Swords Mountains to your south and southeast, and Icefire Peak seems to be capped by rain-laden clouds. That was clouds, not clowns.
It's great. It's awesome.
All right. So, as I stated, you guys are all camped out together.
Yeah.
There's no ill effects from being hungover. You are in great spirits. You all slept outside underneath the stars, telling stories underneath the campfire, and listening to someone say time and time again about how he did some
He
stuff.
stole weapons.
Stole weapons.
His
So,
land was taken over by us.
at this point, you recognize who the older half-elf is. You guys really haven't met him.
We've been told about it.
You've been told
so
about
I can,
him.
I can
safely
guess.
So I'm like, hey, that's the guy.
Yeah, you can safely assume that that is Darren.
I run out to meet them.
Okay.
Come out to meet them. And,
Obviously.
that's
This is
good.
Darren, obviously.
Oh, perfect. What seems to be the matter?
We have some stuff we want to talk to you guys about. There's some stuff that's been going on that came to light this morning that we don't know what we're going to do, and we want to talk to you all and see if maybe you can help us out.
Sure, what's up?
Can we make it the rest of the way? Can I meet the rest of the guys?
Yep. So, yeah, so this
Hi,
is...
good morning. My
Morning.
name's Grimmond. Nice to meet you. Thanks for letting us stay on your property.
Elregar and J-Ring.
All right. I'm Darren Elmath. You guys are camped out in my orchard. I've had the pleasure of meeting
Alar.
Alar,
He's a good guy. This guy.
Speak with him at great length about some things, and I know that you come very highly recommended by Slider. And here's kind of what is going on. Now, first, I have some provisions for you guys. I have some breakfast foods and some meats and some fruits and nuts and some wine and mead. So feel free to partake.
Sure.
This is just my gift because I think you guys are going to be a huge benefit to our town, and I want to see things go well.
Much appreciated.
There was an incident this morning, and things have changed from where they have been for the last couple months, and it's not necessarily for the better.
All right. What happened?
Now, as you guys know, we've been dealing with these red rates for about 3 months, and a lot of stuff has gone down between now and then, or then and now. But most recently, there's this family that has been reported missing. They went missing about 3 days ago. Their family name is the Dradars. I'm actually really good friends with the son and with the dad. I've had meetings with the daughter and the mom. Thel, he's the dad. He's a really well and highly skilled blacksmith. I haven't seen talent like that in a very long time. Myrna, his wife, she has a way with herbs. That's the only way I can put what she can do. They have an 18-year-old daughter named Nilsa. The best way I can describe her is that she is strikingly beautiful, and she's very well sought after for by many suitors. She just has this charming personality. She's a beautiful young lady. Had I been any younger, then maybe I would pursue, but that's not for me to do. And then there's Nars, my little buddy. He's their 13-year-old son. He's an inquisitive little young tot. He is usually accompanied by their family dog, Nasha, wherever he goes. The two are like two peas in a pod. They come out here and play in the creek, or they're go hunting, or chase animals. And at that point, Slider will step forward. He goes, what seems to have happened is they moved here from the area of Thunder Tree when it was besieged. And they quickly become friends of the town ever since they first walked in. And 4 nights ago, Nars was seen chasing after Nasha, who was chasing after a fox towards the Trezendar Manor.
You talked to the folks.
I did.
The boy didn't come home then. And the dad went down and he talked to Harbin, the town master, who you guys already met, and explained to him that his son hadn't returned home and neither had the dog, and that was very unlike them. And they were going out towards Trezendar Manor, which, as you guys know, we tell all the little children that it's a place that's haunted, so that way they don't go there because people go missing. Well, the town master didn't really think it was a major concern, said if something didn't happen in the next couple of days, because he's a kid and it's a dog and it's hunting season, and he'll give it a shot. And that didn't seem to sit too well with Thel. And one of the neighbors told me, Slider, that afternoon his entire family took off towards Trezendar Manor to find their son.
Up the path?
Up the path. Thing is nobody's seen them since. And Slider actually gets a little emotionally, see him kind of drop his head and take a step back, which is very awkward to figure out. You see this guy who's usually this affable-hearted gentleman. He's got tears welling up in his eyes. He's a little bit shaky in the voice, and putting his hand on his shoulder. Darren steps forward and says, this morning there was an incident. As I told you, Nars was always found with Nasha, their dog, and Nasha was always found with Nars. Nasha was found in the center of town, right outside of the shrine, drawn and quartered, in the middle of town, with a red sash that we presume is from the Red Berets. We don't know what's happened to the family. The dog was heavily emaciated. Looked like it had been beaten and broken, not just drawn and quartered. The body has been properly disposed of, with reverence as it should be for a companion for a young boy.
Yeah.
But like I said, this family is intrinsic to our well-being here in Phandeliver, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. All right. This is not and this is just to you. This isn't the same family that showed me the cave.
They were
No,
halflings.
this is not the same family.
Okay.
These, I imagine, these are humans.
These are humans.
That we're looking for.
So,
Fel,
I
Myrna,
know where our
Melissa,
cave is to get underneath the tower, underneath the
Treasure Manor.
Manor. I spotted a fox
Okay.
over there last time, and a couple of days ago, I used my speak with animals to ask him about things running in and out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can track him and find him again over that way. And we can. There was activity around the cave, so maybe we can go to the cave and see what's what. Or, up to you guys. We can try to go balls to the wall for the front, but I'd imagine the cave on the side of the. And they're listening to this conversation. The cave on the side of the castle or manor is a way in. Is that not true?
I don't know of that cave. I don't spend a lot of time over there.
And who's this speaking?
This is Darren.
Okay.
Slider's been away with you guys and away for a little while, as you know. So it's something that he's unsure of as well. But Darren does say, I do know. I was out for a walk the night before last, which I often do, and he goes, I know you understand that.
Yeah.
And there was a large number of red braids. My guess is between 40 and 50. Based on what I've seen in my past, I'm assuming that was a raiding party or a war party, and they were taking off down the Tribor Trail from the area around the Tresendar Mansion, or Tresendar Manor.
Treasure Manor, yeah.
So I think the numbers have dwindled significantly. But I'm imagining there's still somebody there.
Sure, yeah. So if we needed to get in, you're thinking that maybe we can get in while they're significantly dwindled.
Correct.
All right.
Is there any defining characteristics you can tell us about these people other than their humans and their ages, like beards, clothing type, anything like that, to help it?
Other than the
help
red
us identify
sash
them?
and
No,
The red
humans.
sash is
Oh.
the red sash.
The
is
capture.
what the red
Presumed
braids
to
are.
be the red ones.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same style stash that
Oh,
we
you're
see
talking
them
about
all the time.
the family.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if we're going to look at the thing, I want to see if we
Right.
can find anything of theirs.
Um,
So any information is helpful at this point.
I know that Nilsa, you can answer. I don't care who you are or what your life is like. Every species of kind would be taken aback by her breathtaking beauty.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the important thing is that the only way that we can tell that this may be the red braids is, again, the only thing that they
The
wear to
sash.
distinguish themselves is
Is
the
that
sash.
sash?
They dress just like you with the red sash.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I want to go.
I'm absolutely for
I'm
going
going to
and
the cave.
checking out the cave. If you can chat with a fox again, it seems like animals will help us figure out what's going on if they've seen human beings. Slider doesn't look to be in a state to help us. He looks to be a bit upset.
He cannot help you at this point.
So
he is so visibly stricken.
That makes sense. In that case, I feel like it would make sense for us to tell him that we're going to go do some investigating and see what we can come up with.
I would say this. I would say, if you notice, could he keep an eye on the inn for us? We know they hang around there.
Sure.
And while we're investigating, if
I'll dispatch a runner.
if somebody's alerted and
Perfect.
that you see them filing out of the inn, let us know so we have a heads up. Okay.
Are
So
we all in agreement
Elgar and
to go?
Jaren both agree with the course of action. So
All right. So at this point, your party is going to be moving. Just move one person for right now, because I'm going. Just trust me. Move just one person. That's representing your whole party. Nope, down the trail, and then you hang a right, because you're going to walk towards the center of town, right?
Yeah.
And because Jason, you will point where you think the cave roughly would be.
I think
He
it's
thinks
like
it's
over
over
right here, right?
Okay. So you're coming up on the inn, and you're going to hang a right.
Well, no, we got it down through here.
Yeah, we're going to go down towards
Okay.
the farm.
Okay, so then you cross the opening. You can see. Stop where you are.
Yeah.
You can see the blood stain.
Yeah, from the dog.
From where the dog
There's
was?
there's people who are very somber, and at that point, everybody roll initiative.
I hope it's a red braid. Oh, I hope it's a red braid.
Shitty.
Uh,
What is your initiative plus?
Dex.
all right. So Elgar has an 11.
I have a 12. Or Grimmin is a 12.
I have bad.
And Jaren is
Wow.
21.
I have a.
He's pretty
He's got
dexterous.
Dex. Yeah.
I have a 5.
Wow.
So
I don't know how this stands
So-
out, Michael.
it might
21,
It might not work. the way I
12,
want it to.
11, 5.
Oh shit.
Let me see.
I think I don't know.
Hold on 1 second.
I guess we didn't say we pull shields out and stuff, so we're sort of at.
Well, it'll make sense perfectly in just a moment.
if there's an action, you can. I mean,
Hopefully
not
that-
even as an
Oh, yeah,
action,
that
but
way.
during your
Pounds
move,
of
you
each
can
There you go.
you can arm yourself.
Okay. So in terms of rolls, our big hitter is Jaren. Rolled a 21.
Yep.
Followed by a 12 and 11 from Grimmond and Elregard. And then a whopping 5.
5.
That's with Dexterity? Did you roll a 1 or something?
So it goes.
That'll do it.
Jaren.
22,
Jaren at a 21.
21.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Grimmond at a 12.
Okay.
Elregard
Elregard had an 11.
11, and then I had a 5.
You gotta give me 1 second.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to do this.
Gotta
But
roll.
I have perception, like as like a bonus. So I don't know what that means.
We're paying attention.
Yeah.
Promise. Where'd they go?
So much stuff.
The Dradar family? They went to Tresidor Manor. Is that what you're asking about? That's kind of dangerous. 6 and a 9 are next to each other. Oh no. That's not good. Goon. 1. What I didn't look up, I probably should know this, is if I don't use a weapon but just want to like punch,
Yeah. I think
It's just your strength.
just a strength, you don't roll anything, or like
No, I want to say it's it's pretty low.
I think you're right. D2, D4. Wow, Goon 1 rolled a 19. No,
All right,
19.
so Noah, we have an option here because we tied. What is your modifier for your dex?
4.
All right, you get to go before the Goon. In the event of a tie, whoever's dex modifier is higher goes first. If it's still a tie, then you reroll.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So to me, this is almost backwards.
He's just moving it
stuff.
around.
He's moving
Okay,
stuff.
all right.
So Jayren's going to go first, followed by the Goon. Some Goon.
Goonie Goon.
The Goonies. We got 2 Goonies.
Nick, you have your book.
You good? You still feasting?
I'm good, thank you. I do have my
I
book.
was
Yes,
gonna
sir.
say, I mean, you can look up melee attacks. When unarmed, you can fight in melee by making an unarmed strike, as shown in the weapon table in Chapter 5.
Okay.
So just look it up
I'm
in
actually
Chapter 5.
Can you guys see all the way down to Jason?
Yep.
All right. So at this point in time,
We
out
have
of the inn, there's a huge
It just doesn't
Clan.
budge me. There's no, it just
and
doesn't budge me.
these 2 humans that are just clad in common garb with red sashes get bustled out of the door like they were thrown out
Of what?
of the inn.
Of the inn.
Right behind you.
Lovely.
You can hear the innkeeper's wife screaming at them from inside.
Can we hear what she's saying?
It's in a language that none of you understand, but you know it's bad. All right?
Okay.
Nobody has surprise because you're all equally surprised. They turn and see you. They don't recognize you. They're pissed. They're drunk, and they're coming after you. So you're equally surprised. So initiative has started.
Okay.
Jayren's first.
Can you do a tricky tricker
I mean, I don't know if I want to like.
You can always ready something.
Blow a spell. Yeah.
Wouldn't
So
Wouldn't we just try to not like kill him, but
Why?
hold him down or something?
For info?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. We could try.
Like knock him out, a time up or something?
there's only
But-
2 of them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
only
but there's
two.
only you guys are 4 feet and they're big.
They're
I'm 3 feet 3 inches.
Yeah,
They're 5'11" and 6'4",
respectively.
respectively.
I don't respect that size.
Yeah, I don't respect it.
So he's not surprised. Is Jayron going to cast some kind of? He's going to pull out a shield or something.
I'm not blowing a spell on these guys. I don't think.
Okay.
Hold on. Quarterstaff. 1d6 bludgeoning. Versatile. 1d8. So if it's two-handed, it would be a d8.
What page is that on?
That is on 149.
The weapon table at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, honestly, Jayron is going to ready himself. So if you look that up in everybody else.
Yep. Page 190.
Yep. So he is going to ready
actually.
himself.
Ready is on page 193.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you an option of like inserting yourself in.
You wait to see what the goon does.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right, Goon 1 is closer to... Who's that on my right?
Your right is
Jayron.
Jayron.
Goon 1 is closer to Jayron. Goon 2 is closer to who is in the back?
Elrogar.
Okay. Just to give you guys an idea of
Oh, this guy? Or this guy?
No, they came out of this door.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So it's like they're
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Wait. They were in the inn, right?
they were in the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goon 1 takes off running
Where?
down towards Tresdor
Oh,
Manor.
we gotta stop him.
What's Goon 2?
He is...
Oh, no, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah, but Goon 1's turn ends with him just beyond that little blue house before you get to the lion's thing.
I couldn't catch him if I tried.
I could shoot him in the leg.
You could, but I couldn't
Right
catch him.
before, he's in that open space before the sleeping giant.
The open space.
Jayron, would you like to go or would you like to hold?
Good one.
So how far away? See, he started
The
running.
space here.
Yeah.
So he's 6 foot something. Is this the 6
Yeah,
foot dude?
you saw him start to take off, and he literally... I'll just tell you what he blinked.
He what?
He blinked.
Oh wow. There's some magic here.
Goon 2.
So, yeah, just to clarify, what he did was he
he
teleported
teleported
himself
short
forward
distance.
a short distance that's further than he could run. And that puts him about 250 feet from you guys.
Oh, so we can't stop him.
No.
I mean, I think Alar shooting him might make sense.
Well, we're not there yet.
No, I know. But that's his action. Is to blink and run off.
Okay. Well, that's nothing that has triggered a reaction for me. So.
Okay, so we are on to you, Grim.
So I would turn to goon number 2 and I would pull out a weapon.
Okay.
And I would yell at him to stand still and basically give himself up that he's outnumbered,
Okay.
and move myself into a position to block his escape behind his buddy.
So move yourself kind of sort of over there.
I think attacking him outright
So
doesn't make
this
any
is
sense.
like 250 feet away.
Yeah, so he's well behind me at this point. I just want to get myself into a position to stop him from going somewhere. I don't know if that's a ready as
So
well.
you moved and you readied.
Moved and I readied.
Okay.
Whilst telling him to
We are
just
now.
stop.
Does Jayron have a move at this point?
No.
Okay. Elgar.
So Elrogar is going to perform a dash
Awesome. That's
2
awesome.
times your movement speed.
2 times my movement speed, and while he's running, he's just going to ready his battle hammer.
Okay.
Just with one
Running after dude number 1.
So you're moving 70 feet.
No,
60.
50.
Sorry, yeah, 50.
Okay. So put yourself. Yeah, right. That's fine. That's close enough. Okay.
Shouting at him to.
Shouting at number 1 to stop.
Number 1's gone. correct? We don't see number 1.
You can see him because it's a straight shot down the road.
So he just blinked.
He blinked and reappeared.
So what happened was,
So number 2 is
Goon ran.
Number 2
Number 2
moves half his distance back and pulls out 2 scimitars.
So he didn't respond to my standstill.
He gives you a dirty smile, like, "Hey, let's do this."
Dick, can that trigger me?
An intimidating smile.
Isn't that ready?
So we're both readied.
Yeah, that could trigger
Jaren
me.
and-
I can bum rush him then.
You can't.
Yeah, upon their action,
No.
either take your reaction right after the trigger finishes or ignore the trigger.
Right. There has been no trigger yet.
Also, you didn't say what you were ready.
No.
What
he
did I
said
say?
he was-
I
he
said I
said
pulled
you
out
were
my-
readying
Okay.
his weapons.
All right. Cool.
All right, whose turn?
Yours. Well.
No.
Jared, have anything? Nick, do you have anything?
No, not yet.
I think
Start it up, man. Stir the pot, yo.
I've got to get myself into a position to battle with this fellow. My action could put me closer, and I'm ahead of him, so I can move closer to him since he backed away. I can move closer to him as my action, not attack.
You can engage.
But I'm going to move closer to him to engage, all the while saying this. At this point, I'm saying, put your weapons down. Absolutely, put your weapons down. That's what I'm hollering at
Move
his
your
ear.
tune closer.
He looks.
All right. Noah, do
Is
you have
he-
anything yet?
Is he Dragonborn?
Dragonborn. No, we don't have.
I'm just saying, goon. That's all I did. So I have my sword ready, and I say, put your weapon down, and I'm walking up to him.
All right, Jason.
Me and my little leg.
Does he make a reaction? No.
He's braced.
The guy's braced.
I mean, at this point, the only thing that's going to be a reaction is if he takes a swing at one of you, and you could take.
Is
take
this
a
guy
reaction
going
to that?
way?
Yeah, he's 250 feet away.
Do I have line of sight on him to shoot him?
Yes, you do.
You have line of sight, but that's a 250-foot shot.
It's a longbow. It's longbow's range.
Like 150 feet.
Well, no,
10 feet.
10 feet.
As far as you can throw the arrow.
250 feet isn't even a football field's distance.
Right.
So
The bow is guy is proficient in archery.
It should say in your sheet, unless you're using a different one than I sent you.
Range. Crossbow?
No,
But longbow.
It should say on there.
Longbow. 150 feet.
Checked.
Or 600 feet.
Or 600 feet.
It's 150 over 600. That's what it says. So I think it's 150, but what's the... I'm an idiot. I should have read this before, but I don't actually have ranged weapons.
You do.
Page
You have two
149.
daggers.
Page 149. I do. I have a dagger and I have
You
axes
have
that I
two
can throw.
daggers that are throwing daggers.
So the range... I have one dagger. I have two hand axes that I can throw.
Oh, yeah.
And they also have... Their range is...
20 feet. 25.
Is the normal
26.
The weapon's maximum range. The normal range is 150. The maximum range is 600.
So you're at a disadvantage shooting between
You're at
150
a
and 600?
disadvantage, and the difficulty goes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why not? Hit him in the leg, man. Stop, Blinky.
Then that's another thing, right? Just to aim at his leg. To hit him, I'm at a disadvantage, but to aim at his leg is another precision shot, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna friggin' hunter's mark that dude. Should I waste a spell on it?
go for it.
I do an
He's
extra
gonna
D6
basically
of
announce
damage
that we're
whenever I hit
coming.
him.
Whenever you hit him, or whenever anyone hits him.
Whenever I hit him with a weapon attack.
As of this point, he just ran. We haven't actually shot at him or hit him or anything. He's just running off. Who knows what he's doing?
But he's a bad guy. He might be
Yeah,
alerting.
He is a bad guy. He is a bad
He
guy.
might be alerting.
But what would be alerting? We ran into 4 guys in the square.
They might have eyeballed us since we've been in there.
Oh, that's true. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think your point is taken. I was thinking if all he knows is that there are 4 people in the square, we still have the surprise that we go.
But
to
we've
secret
been
or no
we've been
woods.
told the whole time that
Yeah.
we don't look like anybody that's been around there.
Good
So
point.
You think I should hunter's mark him and shoot him?
So what does Hunter's Mark do? Outlines him
Extra D6 of damage for me.
if you hit him.
Yeah.
The DM is giving a helpful hint, and he's saying, "Don't do it." The Hunter's Mark, that is. I don't know about the shooting after the dude.
I would shoot, but I wouldn't blow a spell this early.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at him.
All right.
Roll better than your initiative,
So it's a D20. I'm still fuzzy on combat. D20, right?
and it's dexterity since it's a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Correct.
10 plus 3 is 13.
Wait, are you skilled in this way? Are you proficient with?
He's proficient.